Her name was Hannah Stone, and her mom is Angela Blair, and she's on the line right now. Angela, thanks so much for coming on, and I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
You have me in tears now. I can't even. I didn't know your daughter, and I just feel so connected. It's just it's terrible.
We were truly blessed with her. I think the shock of losing a child is one thing, but just the shock of the amount of teen suicide out there, especially in girls, at a 40-year high, has just been astounding to me. And we came to realize shortly after that, you know, as close as we thought we were watching our daughter, there were things that, you know, she was out there helping to save other teenagers as well as singing online. And just this is my mission. This is my mission right now.
Oh, I cannot imagine. And you know, so many other because the fact that your daughter had fame, and she did. I feel terrible that we never had her in studio here, and that we never knew, because what a talent. But this continues. I mean, you have the media talking to you. You get on YouTube, and you know, just moments ago, I'm playing your daughter's song. That has to be tough. It certainly has to make you incredibly proud, but at the same time, there's no. It's tough. It's got to be tough to find closure.
No, actually, it's helping me.
Okay.
To continue with what my daughter, my daughter was fighting for. I've had so many messages, personal messages from friends and fans that she's the reason that I never gave up on myself. And it just fills my heart. I never would have imagined in years that my daughter could do such a thing, and it was she didn't have a history of mental illness. It is just so prevalent in the teenage girl, female society, especially with social media. You just have to double that. You really do. You've got people posting anonymously, and in my daughter's case, you know, other artists that are fighting to get to the top. And, you know, as close as her dad and I thought we were with setting boundaries and knowing what she was doing online, it's very hard for parents these days to know just what's being said to your teenager. And I guess looking back, we can see some of the signs over a 3 to 4 week period, but that's quick in a teenage child's life. That's really quick to put together those pieces. And I'm really fighting for awareness and education for teenage suicide. And also how it pertains to social media. Yeah. I look on Netflix and she's watching 13 Reasons Why. I'm just astounded, and I hope that this will maybe wake up some other parents who think, you know, I have an average, normal teenage child. I mean, my daughter was just so blessed with talent. I never could have imagined that she would feel that way about life.
Yeah. Do you think that that 13 Reasons? Do you think that played a role?
Am I coming out pro or con? I think that they're trying to portray that as a way of education, but in all honesty, I sat down and I watched it, and I think it's just making it so normal. In this teenage population, I think the way to educate our children is through parents in school.
Right.
In a controlled environment, and not just letting them run with the ideas while they're sitting there watching it with friends. I do not agree with that show. I don't know as though that was a contributing factor. It may have. You know, they say there's, you know, numerous reasons why a child does this.
God,
and she was watching it. Yes. Yes.
Were there? And we're talking. This is Angela Blair, and her daughter tragically died a few weeks ago, and it was suicide. And she was an amazing talent. This girl had just the most amazing voice. and had thousands and thousands of people following her all over the country, all over the world. Were there people that were mean to her online?
She did go through an episode in September where not only were we concerned that she was being hacked, and she had some stalkers and whatnot, but there was also another female artist who was harassing her that we later found out about. But we noticed that once we thought there was a little hacking, we actually took her, her MacBook away and started monitoring really close. So, 6 weeks prior to her attempting suicide, there was some bullying and harassment online. And, then another 3 weks before, another incident that we're not sure of, still under investigation, happened while she was at work. It was so fast.
God. And, if you're not thinking right now, I'm sorry, Angela, we don't know you. And I didn't know your daughter, and I feel like I missed out because we didn't get to really experience her talents and see her play. We love bringing people in studio and performing. But if you're not a parent or a brother or a sister or a grandmother that isn't thinking about somebody right now in your life, and I don't know how, and that's really what you're accomplishing. So for that, I have to say thank you for having the strength to be able to even talk to us. I don't know that I could do what you're doing. I don't know that I could do it.
It helps me get up every morning. There's no other way to put it.
Right.
I'm fighting for Hannah. I'm fighting for every other beautiful young girl up there, every other teen, every other parent, so that they don't have to go through this. Like I said, and I never would have thought this possible for my daughter in a million years, and I would not want any other parent to experience this if they don't have to.
All right, Angela. If there's any way we can help and helping get that message out, certainly please let us know. Obviously, this does that. Knowing you have the strength to be able to do this, to turn some positive out of this, to be able to help somebody else. I know right now I'm thinking I have a 15-year-old daughter, and I know we have limits. We place limits, but I don't check that every day. And kids don't share with you the things that you think they share everything, and they don't, right?
No, they do not. And when social media can be a positive influence on your child, but when it gets ugly, when it's negative, it's fast.
Yeah,
it's fast, it's hard, and it's cruel. And it's just something that we as parents really, really have to stay in touch with. It's new to our generation.
Yeah.
I'm very good with computers, but when it comes to your child, there's a million ways for them to hide whatever they want. Just talking and noticing changes in your children.
And today they put so much pressure on themselves. There's so much that they want to do. They're in that point where they're going to be the biggest thing in the world, right?
Absolutely.
Every kid feels that way. We all felt that way. But now you have all of these other elements coming in that complicate things. And when kids or even adults in some cases get mean, boy, doing it online, that can be just so tragic. And I feel so much for what you've gone through. And Angela, I cannot tell you how much we appreciate you coming on.
Well, thank you for having me. Hopefully someday, soon here, we'll be having some type of benefit to help with teen suicide awareness, and we'll keep you enlightened of the situation.
We will help any way we can.
All right. Thank you so much.
Angela, thanks. Wow. Got a break.